Politics, economy, society.
Do you think Nigeria has the structures and the willpower to embrace accountability in governance, or are we still dancing in circles of talk without change?
We break it all down.
A governor serves 4 years, and the next is that he may be re-elected once. And you know already, most governors begin re-election calculations by the second year in office.
On Let's Talk Nigeria, weekdays at 9 a.m.
Power holders or those in the helm of affairs have deliberately ensured that it doesn't work. So the reason is so that it will favor their intentions that are anti-people.
On Golding 97.5 FM, Yenagoa.
Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to Let's Talk Nigeria on Golding 97.5 FM Yenagoa. Of course, the Friday edition of the program. And it is your platform for informed, balanced, and thought-provoking discussions on the issues shaping our nation. I am Moye Steving. Today, we are going to turn our attention to the education sector. Normally on Fridays, we make it very, very soft, but today we might go a little bit hard, where a recent development has sparked both excitement and debate. It is the federal government, through the Ministry of Education, led by Dr. Tunji Alausa, has highlighted a partnership with Coventry University aimed at bringing UK degree programs to Nigeria. I know that's a question you'll be asking. Why? Well, at first glance, this initiative appears to be a significant step. The idea of accessing internationally recognized degrees without leaving the country could reduce the cost of studying abroad, limit brain drain, and expand opportunities, for Nigerian students. But for many families, it presents a chance to obtain global standard education at a more affordable rate and within a familiar environment. However, this development also raises critical questions. Is this truly a sign of progress for Nigeria's education system, or does it reflect deeper challenges within our local universities? Another question is it the right step by the federal government? Should the focus be on importing foreign degree programs or on strengthening Nigeria's own higher education institutions to compete globally? Yes, then. Concerns have also been raised about quality assurance, affordability, accessibility, and long-term impact. Will these programs be within reach for the average Nigerian student, or will they cater only to privileged few? And how will such partnerships affect the credibility, funding, and development of local universities? As Nigeria continues to grapple with issues such as university strikes, underfunding, and infrastructure deficits, the question becomes even more pressing. Does this partnership address the root problems in the education sector, or is it simply a workaround? Now, these are the issues we will be examining today. And to help us look at this is Dr. Stanley Boroh, an associate professor of sociology at the Federal University of Otuoke, and Mr. Deinma Afiesimama, an educationist who is joining us from Alu, Rivers State. Gentlemen, good morning to you. Let me start with Dr. Stanley Boroh. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Moye and listeners.
And of course, Mr. Deinma Afiesimama, thank you so much for joining us all the way from Alu, Rivers State.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Moyes, and good morning, listeners.
Right, so with their expertise, they will be, providing insight into what this development means for students, institutions, and the broader future of education in Nigeria. So stay with us, listeners, as we explore whether this initiative represents genuine progress or a missed opportunity for deeper reform. You know how we do it. This is Let's Talk Nigeria. All right, so before we start, let me give you a direct tweet. It was a tweet from the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, which many Nigerians are reacting to. And I'm going to read the tweet. You know, he put it up yesterday on his X handle. And here it is. He said, I'm in London with President Bola Tinubu. That was before they returned to Nigeria, though. And we are already making real progress. Now, underline that word, real progress. Advancing a major partnership with Coventry University to bring UK degrees to Nigeria. This is personal. For too long, families have had to send their children thousands of miles away in search of quality education. We are changing that. With Coventry University Nigeria, our students will be able to earn fully accredited UK degrees at significantly lower cost without leaving the country. As I've said, we want Nigerian parents to enjoy having their children at home while still receiving a world-class UK education. The proposed campus in Alaro City, Lagos, will offer bachelor's and master's programs across STEM, business, and TVET, with admissions expected between the third quarter and the fourth quarter of 2026, subject to approvals. So they're looking forward to starting this year. Now, beyond access, this is about building Nigeria's human capital, developing the skills, talent, and workforce needed to drive innovation, productivity, and long-term national growth. We are bringing global opportunity home where it belongs. Those were the words as tweeted on the X handle of Dr. Tunji Alausa, the Minister of Education, Nigerian Minister of Education. I'm going to start with the studio guest before I go to Alu. Dr. Boroh. When I contacted you for this topic, you cringe and say, "Oh my God, what has happened again?" But let me put it out there for the benefit of our listeners. Do you consider the partnership with Coventry University a genuine step for Nigeria's education sector, according to the minister who says we have made real progress? Is this indeed real progress?
Well, for me, I think most Nigerians might like the idea, but as someone in the academic sector, I'm a bit worried if we're really making progress, because there have been issues around funding of Nigerian universities, but a year coming, saying it's going to bring us any UK degrees, for me is worrisome. So I'm a bit worried about it. I don't think it's genuine progress for us. Is he saying? I think for them it's like is also indicting our education system. They were not doing better, we're not doing very well, which I think is very wrong. Nigerian universities are doing well, but we have issues. The minister just abused himself online by saying we are going to bring UK, so starting UK degrees. I don't think it's real progress from my end.
All right, Deinma, Afiesimama, yes, you've heard the response. What would be your response? Hello, Deinma, are you there? Okay, maybe we'll have it. So, from the sociological perspective, what does this development say about the current state of Nigerian universities, if I may ask?
Bringing the UK down to Nigeria, it might be good for some persons, maybe cheaper, affordability, and all that, and keeping families together. But I think this colonial mentality is still affecting us as a people. I don't see a reason why, with all the schools we have in Nigeria, you're still bringing people to earn UK degree in Nigeria. So for me, it's worrisome. We should also, I'm not against partnership, okay, but we should look at how we improve our school sector here in Nigeria. We have the best hands. In fact, our people are doing very well abroad when they go there, both teachers and students. So I think we should look inwards and see how we can develop. Because I thought, for one thing, development is homegrown, it's inwards. Nobody come and develop you. We should look, it's from bottom-top approach. So we should look inward and try and see how we can fund our schools properly. For years, that's why we're going on strike, crying about underfunding of universities and all that, brain drain and all that. So with this, because I want to ask the minister, for me, is it that who will teach? Is it Nigerians, or they'll bring people from abroad to come and teach the people here? So it's not really clear for me. I am totally against this policy.
I think we're going to be asking the minister some questions. But then, I don't know, Deinma, are you there with us now? Hello, good morning.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, because I was trying to
Right.
reach you, yeah. So, and I asked the question, I asked him question. I'm going to throw the same question to you. Is this truly, according to the minister now, is this truly a sign of progress for Nigeria's education system? And, do you consider the partnership with Coventry University a genuine step for Nigeria's education sector?
All right. Thank you for the question, and to the entire listeners. Let me just say one or two things, and maybe I'll build up on my thoughts. You're saying, is it the right step in the right direction? Well, some have argued that there are some merits in this partnership, if we call it. But let's just examine a few of the so-called merits. I'll just do that briefly. Some persons have said, okay, schooling in the UK is very expensive. It costs upwards of £20,000 to £40,000 when we add living expenses and travel. Okay, and some other persons have said, okay, this will give us access to world-class education. And that the UK degrees are recognized globally. And there's also this argument about one of the merits, which says that it will reduce capital flight and foreign exchange pressure. Some of the reasons that are being given are just so nauseating. First and foremost, I want to remind the minister and our president. I know that many persons in his cabinet and those who follow him closely, they tout him as one of the Aoists. An Aoist in the sense that he's a disciple of the late Awolowo. And we know what Awolowo was known for. Awolowo brought education to all the children of nobodies, so to speak. Okay, he made education available to everybody, not just the elite. So if we are to look at, and of course today that the Yorubas are ahead when it comes to the education in Nigeria. How do you compare that now with this partnership with Coventry University? It looks to me like something that is elitist. How many people can actually afford to school abroad? And even bringing it here, you are even making it worse, because you are talking about things like capital flight. Is it not sheer madness that you talk about capital flight? What is the best way to reverse capital flight? Is it not to build an enduring and lasting educational system here that will make it possible for foreigners to come here and also benefit, like it was in the 60s and the 70s when we had first generation universities like University of Ibadan, University of Nsukka, Ahmadu Bello University. These were universities that had foreign students, that had quality education, the best in Africa, and the students could compete globally. But today, what do we see? You see strikes upon strikes, lecturers are not well paid, and you are talking about bringing partnership, you are bringing UK degrees to Nigeria. For goodness sake, why do we always want to take shortcuts? In fact, this is a shortcut that will also lead to a longer route to success. Because if we are sincere to ourselves, fixing the Nigerian universities is the way forward, and not what partnership is being talked about now with Coventry University. So all the advantages that they talk about, they fall dead to people who are sensible and people who want real progress in the educational sector in Nigeria. So I don't buy this argument of some persons who say no, it's a right step in the right direction, and I want the government to have a rethink. Yeah, it's not wrong to partner with other institutions globally, but let us fix our own institutions. Let's fix our own institutions, for goodness sake. What does it take? What does it take? Look at the crowd of hangers on that the president took to the UK. All these monies, I don't know. These are the examples of the real capital flight. This money should have been put into the educational sector. It's so annoying.
All right, thank you very much. I'll also come back to you, but let me talk to Dr. Borough here. Could this kind of partnership help reduce brain drain according to the minister? It's going to help reduce brain drain, or might it unintentionally encourage more dependence on foreign systems? Like you mentioned, you said, who are going to teach? Are they going to be local or whatever? But then, from all indication, if we're going to be having this UK university in Nigeria, those who probably want to leave the country to go lecture abroad might want to stay with the Covenant University in Nigeria. Is it going to reduce brain drain in some form?
I don't think so, because for me, most people that travel to school are about most Nigerians. There's a what we call latent and manifest function. The what we see just for school, but most people have in Nigeria to leave the country outside the school are about most Nigerians. So
Not because they want to go get it, just want to leave.
Just to leave the country, and that's because the way the system has been structured. If the country is doing well, most people won't go. Like the guest from Port Harcourt just said, in the 70s, we had stories of how people come to school in Nigeria here, lecturers and students. We don't see them anymore. Now people are leaving the country to go work abroad. So most persons that go, I don't think people want to stay. If I can, another thing is, I'm very sure it will be paid in pounds or hard currency. If I can school in the UK, why would I school here in Nigeria and pay same or almost the same thing? So I don't think it will reduce brain drain in its sense. I just feel we need to fix our own. I say that I'm not against partnerships, but we should. I think we're talking about setting policies and frameworks out. In fact, in the same country, she shouldn't resign for saying this kind of thing he's saying. I don't buy the idea at all.
And then talk about will this opportunity be accessible to average Nigerian students?
How many people can afford it? Even
He said at low cost. That's what he said.
Even our federal schools, how many students can afford the fees? If not for ASU that has been fighting for not to increase school fees, I'm sure most people would have dropped out by now. Even with the small money they are paying, some people still can't pay school fees. So are we sure that they can afford the same one? Talking about quality education and access, the minister has, for me, he goofed big time. President traveling abroad, look at people he carried, every person's capital flights for that's capital flights. All people going there paying them extra codes in foreign currency. Do you need such crowd to go to the UK? No, for me. So we should try and fix us, and I think Nigerians have all it takes to compete globally in terms of students and teachers. But the environment is not conducive enough for our lecturers. Thank you very much.
Deinma, some say that it's going to benefit only a select few. Do you also agree with that?
Oh, of course. That's the point I've been buttressing. And I gave an example, an instance of what the late Awolowo did in the West. Okay? And I want to ask the present government, can they compare what he did and what they are trying to do in this light? You know, Awolowo made education available to the ordinary citizens in Yoruba land. And you can see the foundation that he laid. Today, many decades later, the Yorubas are still far ahead when it comes to education in Nigeria. And so this partnership definitely is going to benefit only the elite. Because how many people can actually afford those fees? Even though they claim that, the fees will be reduced, you may not pay as much as you pay in the UK. But, how many people can actually afford it? How many? It will only be for the elite. So why not make education, maintain them, pay the lecturers well, so that we can have a very high standard. And then you will see that by the ripple effects, more and more foreign students, foreign lecturers will be attracted to our system. And by so doing, our system will also improve. Our schools will be rated. Our degrees will be recognized globally. And you will find out that it will also have effect on our economy. By the time you see lots of people coming into the country, the capital flight they are talking about will be reversed. I don't know if is it rocket science. Sometimes I wonder how some of our people in government reason, honestly. So it's actually so simple, but I wonder how they miss it.
But Deinma,
let's go back.
Yeah.
So we should fix our institutions.
I still want to stay with you, but the Dr. Alausa sounded very excited because he said this is real progress. He sounded very, very excited about that. It's an achievement from his ministry.
my brother, he was very excited to shake hands with some of those whites there. That's the excitement. Forget about it. He was excited that his Esther code, when he gets back to Nigeria and he changes the pounds, he's going to be making a lot of money. Those are the things that made him excited. Forget about all those grammar he was speaking. So the fact of the matter is,
okay.
Taking is a shortcut. Yes.
All right, good. I'll come back to you again, but
which eventually is a long route to the success that we're looking for in making our institutions the best globally.
Oh, that's great. I'll come back to you, Deinma. But Dr. Boroh, look, what impact might this have on local universities in terms of competition and relevance? Because now, yes, recently, there's this agreement, and then, of course, there's 40% increment and all of that, but it still cannot compare to what the UK lecturers are being paid, for instance. So Coventry University already has a salary structure, which is, of course, is global. So the Coventry University in Nigeria the lecturers in Coventry University will not earn lesser than, because it's still Coventry University. It's just that it is located in Nigeria. So now Coventry University lecturers in Nigeria will be earning something really, really global. And then the local lecturers are still grappling, regardless of the 40% increment that, based on the 2009 renegotiation agreement that has been signed. So, based on local competition, what is it going to say? Don't you think many local university lecturers like yourself might be moving over to to Coventry University, Nigeria?
Well, you're even going too far by saying Coventry University lecturers. In Africa, we are the least paid lecturers in Africa. Even the African average, with the old increment,
with this increment,
we're still not up to the African average in terms of salary. So why I also feel it will affect. I'm sure also we'll talk on this. I'm very sure about it. Unless we'll talk about this. Why we commend the president and minister for the so-called increment, no strike for the past 2 years. That's why they both tweet and all that. I still feel what they are paying is still very meager. No professor earns $1 million as we speak right now. No professor in Nigeria Federal University. So bringing down another school to Nigeria.
And that school would definitely pay the standard.
In art currency, in
global standard.
So I think it's a problem. It will be a problem.
For competition.
Yeah, seriously.
And then
so you're bringing a school, you're not trying to. My worry is why we encourage partnership, we are not also, don't kill your own. Don't destroy yours. It's a complement. People can, why not fund your schools, make it up to standard? Most people go to schools in South Africa because it's easy for them. You're sure if you go there 4 years, it's 4 years. Everything is there. Are they better than us? No. Like the guest that said, this is an record science. It's very simple. While people in government are not serious, like I call them position occupiers, they are not serious at all in making things work. All they care about themselves and the elite and all that. I don't think this policy is meant for the masses. It's an elitist policy for me, if I will say. So it will also affect. In fact, they'll be trouble about it. I'm sure I'll talk about it. Trust me.
Because I'm just wondering if the UK lecturers, some of the guys will be coming over to Nigeria lecture.
Even if you're taking Nigerian lecturers, they won't earn what Nigerian lecturers and they will earn the standard at the UK. So who pays them?
Okay, who pays them? Because it's a partnership, right? So who is going to pay them? Is it the UK government or the Nigerian government? And if the Nigerian government will pay, would they pay that global standard to the Coventry University lecturers and not pay for those?
It's already a standard over there, so we'll see what happens. Because, like he said in his tweet, it's personal to him, and I was surprised. What's personal about this? Why are you excited?
He says
Why are you excited? Partnership is good, but no, we are cleaning our own system. Let's build on us. Let's build our system, our stations very well. That's my take on this.
I know, Deinma, if you had a lecturer brother, you'll be encouraging the lecturer brother to move to Coventry University.
I would rather encourage him to travel abroad.
Simple.
Why? But the minister said that we're bringing the globe to Nigeria, where it is, where it belongs.
Yeah. Let them bring it first. Let us see.
Okay.
You know why I would rather, if I were the one, I would travel abroad, because let's face it, why do Nigerian students actually want to study abroad?
Okay.
They are tired of Nigeria. That is the basic fact. That's number one. Yes, they want quality education, but the truth of the matter is most people just want to japa.
Simple.
And I'm sure you will agree with me.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, the minister talks about, the fees is going to be reduced here. Like the lecturer asks, who is going to pay? If the fees are reduced, where will funding come from to pay the lecturers if they're going to be paid in the global standard? And then, if I'm going to be traveling abroad, of course, I will want to mingle with people from the society in the UK, meeting students from other countries, learning their culture, mingling with them, getting to know their mindsets and all that. Will that be the same? Will that also obtain when this Coventry University comes to Nigeria? Will they be able to attract foreign students?
Maybe from Ghana, from Togo?
That the Coventry, yes, from different countries all over the world. Will that happen? I don't think so. So, whichever way you see it, the Coventry University here will still be substandard. Why not we put our house in order?
You think so?
And make our own university globally recognized.
Why do you think it's going to be substandard?
I think it will still be substandard. It will. I just gave you an example, and I asked a question. Will they be able to attract students from all over the world to come to Nigeria? I don't think so. When the Nigerians themselves will prefer to go abroad to the real Coventry to have their degree and have a feel of the environment, rub minds with people from other countries, share ideas and the rest of them. So these are the issues, these are the things that we should think about. I don't think this was a well thought out idea. The Tinubu government seems to me to just want to quickly impress Nigerians, This knee-jerk action, they just want to quickly impress Nigerians as we head towards the 2027 elections. Probably they just want to do that so that they will be in the good books of Nigerians and they will be able to maybe throw out their scorecards in quotes and say these are the things we have achieved. You can see how the minister is just making so much noise and fuss about what he calls an achievement, which to me is not an achievement at all.
I will come back to you in a bit. I will come back to you in a bit. But this question is for Dr. Boroh. He said we want Nigerian parents. Now, let's analyze his statement. So we want Nigerian parents to enjoy having their children at home while still receiving a world-class UK education. Does it mean Nigeria universities don't give world-class education?
He's indicting himself.
World-class UK education. So don't we have world-class Nigerian education?
Nigerian education is, I think, our only issue is funding, which is from the government end. We have world-class lecturers. Our lecturers, when they go outside, they compete and do very well. Most of them are able to teach there. Mm-hmm. A colleague of mine just left to teach outside the country. Many people are doing that.
And he was lecturing here before?
Yes. Mm-hmm. He left from my school to somewhere else.
That means we have world-class lecturers.
We have world-class lecturers. What we have is the enabling environment, which is caused by government and so ministry. So he's indicting himself by saying we give them world-class education. Our students, when they go there, how they perform very well. Even learning under harsh condition, they're still giving their best. So now tell me if they have a conducive environment, what would they do? They'll blow. So I just think the man doesn't know what he's saying. His ministry is indicting himself with every statement he's saying there. So Nigerians are very good at what they do. Everywhere they go, they prove themselves everywhere they go. So I don't understand what he's saying by all that question. If they are funding universities in Nigeria, we won't be having these issues. The issue of incessant strikes here and there and all that, it won't happen. It won't happen.
So if the Nigerian government will be funding the Coventry University, let's put it that way, because I don't see the UK government paying the lecturers here. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. But will the Coventry University also go on strike too? So at some point,
it won't go because it's a partnership. It's more like a private school.
Oh, okay.
More like if you look at it, because if they are coming down to set up a school here in partnership, I don't think they'll go on strike. But the issue, like I always say, most Nigerians see going to school in the UK as the easiest route in traveling and leaving the country because of the mess these people have created over the years.
But it seems that the minister is preempting what the Nigerian parents will feel. It's a Nigerian parents to enjoy having their children at home. I think with the whole Jackpot syndrome, right, and Nigerian parents will enjoy their children abroad. I don't know whether they will enjoy it at home. I don't know.
They want them to go there because if you school there, you're meeting other students. How many people will come to school in Nigeria from UK? How many persons will travel down? In fact, I was.
So I'm going to Coventry University, UK,
in
Nigeria, rather.
How many persons? Even in Ghana, I went for a conference, and people telling us that Nigeria is generator headquarters. Small Ghana.
In Ghana.
Yeah. They use it to mock us. So most times, how many persons will leave their country to come and school here?
So even the Ghanaians probably might not come to Coventry University in Nigeria.
So I'm very sure you have just Nigerian schooling there. Trust me. So if I can pay such money, why won't I go abroad and school and meet other persons for the exposure and all that? Why won't I? Maybe let me preempt them by saying maybe they might have a partnership and students will travel abroad and come back and all that. But even at that, I don't think it's a well thought idea.
Like exchange programs and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me get back to Deinma and Alu there. Before we open the phone lines, the minister said the proposed campus is in Alaro City, Lagos. And underline that. Alaro City, Lagos. And could that be why it is personal to him?
Well, Alaro City in Lagos. Well, it's a continuation of the Tinubu dynasty. You know, they said he built Lagos, and he's trying to build Nigeria.
So Nigerians are even saying that, okay, you're bringing Coventry University into Nigeria. Why Lagos? Couldn't he be in Port Harcourt or in Abuja or elsewhere?
Overcrowd, all that. Well, you know, when these decisions are made, of course, politics will be at the top of it, and the siting of that campus or university. So we wouldn't know if it was well thought out, what research they did, and what conclusion. And be that as it may, whether Lagos, Abuja, or wherever. Now, some of the things that we should also note is, you know, Nigeria has lots of challenges. When you're establishing a school, a Coventry school, university here, what about issues of insecurity, for instance? You know, and then uninterrupted calendar. Of course, insecurity can also result in the calendar being disrupted at a certain level. This is something that does not happen in the UK and most globally recognized universities. Okay, so the government, you know, like I always say, they are going through the back door to fix a simple problem. If you fix the country, if you fix the issues of insecurity, if you fix issues of infrastructural decay, then we will be able to attract all the necessary foreign assistance we need, the partnerships, to reverse this trend. Like I mentioned when I started, University of Ibadan, University of Nigeria and Nsukka, Ahmadu Bello University, these were top-class universities, foremost universities in Africa.
And you can say world-class, right?
And even globally, they could compete. Yes, they could compete. The products could compete with universities that have been there for centuries, 500 years and so on, you know. So I don't understand why we keep making decisions that right-thinking people will question and poke holes in. So I want to say that, yes, like I agree with the professor, there's nothing wrong with partnership, but first things first, let's fix our own educational institutions. You know, I want to see a situation where students from other nations who come to Nigeria, you know, they will learn our culture. They will rub minds with the Nigerians and other students from other parts of the globe. We'll be able to attract lecturers from other countries. Let us make Nigeria a place where that is sought after. You can imagine Ghana, Nigerian students now go to Ghana and close for over close to a decade or more. It's very annoying. It's very nauseating. This is Ghana that we of course, remember the Ghana must go syndrome. But today, Ghana looks like abroad to Nigeria when it comes to education. Okay? And we are doing nothing about it. So sad.
All right, Deinma, please be on the line. We want to open the phone lines right now to get the reactions from Nigerians. And of course, you will listen to their reactions and perhaps respond to some of their reactions. The numbers are 0707 747 1522 and 0912 000 1975. You can send a message on WhatsApp to the number 0912 000 1975. We are live on Facebook, so you can watch the program on Facebook, 97.5 Golding FM Yanagwa. Drop your messages there, and I'll read them as they come. Let's take the first call. Hello, good morning. And, we lost that. All right, let's get another call now. Hello and welcome.
Sorry.
Can we just turn down the volume, or otherwise I'll take you out.
Sorry.
Hello, good morning.
Yes. It's off. Yeah, good morning. My name is Larry Sogo.
Larry, welcome to the show.
Yeah. I want to speak on this Nigeria industry issue. You know, as Dr. Boroh is there, he knows me, he knows what Nigerian students can do. Our problem is nobody is leaving Nigeria to go and study in the UK because of school. It's because of environment, living conditions, basic amenities, to make life good. No UK student, bring a first-class UK student and a 2-1 student in Nigeria. The 2-1 student in Nigeria will just stay. If government can just make these basic things available for people in Nigeria, who cares about UK? Who cares about the foreign land? There's no place like motherland. So it's only those basic things we need from government. And this school, the Nigerian lecturers are the best. One thing is that our curriculum is outdated. Someone that is studying agric will be doing mathematics, C++, programming. Someone that is studying agric will be doing African history. Go straight to the point. Put it to them. So if we can fix these two things, give us basic amenities and make our curriculum straight, Nigerian lecturers are the best. Though. I know what they carry. We have people here now. They go to UK. People that graduate with top class go to UK and they gain distinction in masters. So Nigerian are the best.
All right then.
Nigerian
Thank you.
Lecturers are the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Take another call now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Golden FM.
Good morning.
Yeah, greetings to our guest. Afiesimama reporting from Erepa Constituency 1.
Welcome.
Well, quite interesting topic. Well, you see, my own take is this. You see, this is complexity of the highest level. See, before I say anything, let me draw our mind back. You see, do you know in our secondary schools back then, I would say that year, we have whites teaching in our secondary schools here. You see, this is because of unseriousness and decay in the educational sector. That is what is bringing all this brouhaha into the system. You see, this is another step by the minister in further kill our educational sector. They are making our own universities here look inferior as far as I'm concerned, and I stand to be corrected. And he is talking about partnership. What are you partnering? Now you are partnering, they are bringing their own. What are you exporting back there educationally? My brother, it's so unfortunate what you are seeing in this country. And he calls it development or achievement. My brother, it's so shameful. Thank you and good morning.
All right, thank you, Perry. We appreciate you. Another call now. Hello, good morning. I wanted to ask the question, but I'll keep it that for later. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Moise Steven. Moise Steven.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, my name is Jackson. I'm calling from McIntyre.
Jackson, welcome.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Jackson. We can hear you.
Okay. Just like one of your guests said, he said the reason why they are doing all of this thing is just to increase their scorecard according to them. That they have achieved this, they have done this. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Jackson. We can hear you. Don't stop.
Okay, so that's the reason why they're doing it. It's not basically because they really wanted a reform or a change of anything. The reason why I believe many persons even travel out of the country is because, number one, They have bastardized all the economy, the schools in this country. Do you know that you can go to school to study a course of 4 years and you end up graduating 7 years, 6 years in this country because of the endless strikes that occur? Lecturers are protesting because of resolved agreement with the federal government. Non-academic staff are complaining. Student welfare, increment of school fees. All these things have messed up the school calendar. So at a point, people feel like, okay, go to Benin Republic. You can study course in Benin Republic, a 5 years course. You will graduate before 4 years, 3 years course. You will graduate by 3 years time. So it's not just because people just wanted to travel out, but because they have messed up the school calendar. And then also the environment. Imagine you're schooling in the northern part of the country, and then you have these kidnapping cases, banditry, and the rest of it. You won't be comfortable going to school. So even if they bring whatever student they want to bring into this country, we have the same insecurity challenge. We have the same government mindset, even if it is private school that wants to come. These persons have a way of infiltrating into the school system, messing up the school calendar. Because if there is a problem in the state where the school is, like insecurity, how would you control that situation? You cannot control it.
All right, Jackson.
So let them, first of all, resolve the insecurity in the country. Then also make sure that they meet the standards required. Like if they call you.
All right, Jackson, we got to go now, Jackson.
Nigerian schools are not there. You will not even see one. That's how bad our school system is.
All right, then, Jackson.
So it's not just about going out with...
Jackson, we're going for a commercial break. All right. Thank you, Jackson. I appreciate you. We're going to go for a commercial break right now, so stay tuned, all right?
97.5 Golden FM, the gold standard of radio. Feel the rhythm, feel the gold. 97.5 Golden FM by Yelsa's Music Powerhouse.
Please listen to this obituary announcement. The Pogo and Ogbogoro families of the Aya group of chieftaincy houses of Ewama Kingdom, the RC family of the Idumangi group of chieftaincy houses of Opoma Kingdom, the Eketekpe family of the Eminingi group of chieftaincy houses of Odioma Kingdom, the Waribuga family of the Cameroon group of chieftaincy houses in Tuon Brass Kingdom, and the Okoto family of the Seofoni group of chieftaincy houses in Egwema Kingdom, all in Brass local government area of Bayelsa State, with a great sense of loss, but with total submission to the will of the Almighty God, regrets to announce the death of our dear son, brother, cousin, nephew, uncle, father, and grandfather, Rear Admiral Alfred Aibemi Samsele, retired on the 27th of February, 2026, at the age of 68 years. His burial arrangements are as follows. Service of songs on Friday, 20th of March, 2026, at the Chief DSP Alamesia Banquet Hall, Government House, Yanagua. Funeral service on Saturday, 21st of March, 2026, at Tulda Hotel Open Ground, Ekeki, Yanagua. He is survived by 3 children, 2 grandchildren, and a host of relations too numerous to mention. This is signed by His Royal Highness Chief Okuromo Sam Dawai, Family Head and Amayanabo of Ewama Kingdom, and High Chief Inikyo Samsele Dede, Elder Brother.
Cruising around by Yelsa on 97.5 Golden FM.
Welcome back. You ready to start this show? Back to the music fast.
All right, welcome back to the show. Let's talk Nigeria. You know, we are looking at the education sector this morning, and where a recent development has sparked both excitement and debate. We said the federal government, through the Ministry of Education, led by Dr. Tunji Alawasa, has highlighted a partnership with Coventry University aimed at bringing UK degree programs to Nigeria. We have 2 amazing guests in the studio with us. We have Dr. Stanley Boroh here in the studio with me, and of course, Mr. Deinma Afiesimama joining us from Alu in Rivers State. Before we come back to our guests, okay, it's been fun listening to the listeners react to this to this topic, but I have a couple of text messages, but that's going to be after taking this call. Hello, good morning and welcome.
Good morning,
Dr. Moyesti.
Good morning.
Yeah, yes, and the amazing guests in the studio. I love their contribution so much. My name is Epela Yerba. I'm calling from Boroh.
Welcome.
Yes, I want to align my thoughts with that of everything that your guests have spoken this morning. Because to me, achievement, progress, and success means different things to different people. During our primary school days, when some persons are celebrating that they are taking 15 positions, some persons were angry that they are taking 10th position. So achievement means different things to so many different people. How can the minister, with all due respect, be saying that bringing Coventry University to Nigeria is an achievement? So it's not an achievement. No, think about it. Even the university, the American university that is in Adamawa State, Yola, the American university, how many ordinary Nigerians can afford that university? If you look it very well, it is only the elite that can be able to afford those universities. So bringing Coventry University to Nigeria, I don't think it's an achievement. Honestly speaking, then talk about can the university bring other foreign people to come and learn here with all this insecurity in Nigeria? So, honestly speaking, if that is a policy that they say is an achievement, not an achievement, just when they talk about bringing asylum seekers to Nigeria, these are not things that we call achievement. Let them make sure they fix our to the standard hereby. Even foreigners who come and study here, foreigners who come and teach here. That is the work. I'm not bringing these things to come here. Let me just tell you the truth of the matter is that it's another way because these decisions are everywhere. It's another way for this our politicians and elite to bring this university closer to ourselves. So those ones that cannot bring to take their children abroad will now use these ones, Coventry University to train their children. That is just the truth. If not, what are they doing? I bet today is World International Happiness Day, so let these people not come and spoil my happiness. I bet I rest my case this morning. Thank you.
Yes, indeed, it's International Day of Happiness. But this policy or this thing will not take away your happiness. Don't allow that to affect you. Okay, don't allow it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. Your name and location, please. Your name again, please. Sorry, we didn't get that.
AB from Barantoro.
AB from Barataro. Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yes, what is in this country is very, very appalling. Now, your universities are not equipped. You are studying mass communication. You don't even have a radio station or studio in the university. You don't even have computer. I don't know of now. You are learning something that is practical. You are not going there to put it in practice, only theory. And now in the entry into the universities, look at the courses, the subjects, their curriculum now. In those days, even if you are an art student, you have a little bit of science. You take biology, you take agricultural science to augment your art subject. But now, to the extent they were so confused at the time they said mathematics itself is not out of it. And now that is from the secondary school level where you now graduate into the university level. And even the basics in education is not met. How can you perform in the university? And then you can hear of the 2OK issues. How students are paying house rent so much and all that. And then you said this one you are bringing is an advantage. It's just that they don't give us the opportunity to say we don't want it. They go ahead and do it without input. If not, if every Nigerian will say this one you are doing we don't like it, it will be very good. So for me, like as every other person has said, it is for the elect, for the who is who in Nigeria.
Okay. All right.
My take.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Another call. Hello. Before we go take some messages. Hello. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Bradley Angosi from Inagua.
Bradley, welcome.
Thank you very much. For me, I think it's needless because check very well. We have foreigners here in Nigeria. We don't know. They are not in the public university, but we have them here in Nigeria. We have Ghanaians, South Africans, even British. They are here schooling here. They are in our private universities. That means if we fix our public universities, we'll have them back here. I think it's needless. going out there to even say you want to bring the standard education here to Nigeria, it means the one we have here is very poor, and you're telling the world that is already looking down on our education that what we are saying about them is true. So it's very shameful something to do right now. What is very there, this is not rocket science. Build our universities to standards and these people will come. This is not rocket science. This partnership for me is needless. It's just one political gimmick that they want to use to give us again. I pray it fails. That's my own take. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. More calls coming in, but let's take some messages, all right? Because I told you that we'll take some messages on WhatsApp and Facebook. Let me see whether we have something on Facebook. I'm not sure. All right, I'll come back to Facebook later on. Let me take something on WhatsApp. We have this from Boroh in Amarata. Greetings to you, Dr. Moye, and my brother-in-law, I guess, Dr. Boroh. The statement really shows that our leaders are not serious at all in this country. Our educational sector should be fixed. It's just that they wouldn't cause their children do not even school here. But that's exactly what the minister is saying now. They will not school. They school abroad, but now they will school here. All right, they will not go again. They will remain here. All right, now this one is from Egbafield Sikolo. The other took Steve. Is the Coventry University going to take over the existing open university in this country? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But let's go. And this one is Pedro Peter AB from Lebele. He said, good morning, Golden FM. Yes, good morning to you. The UK university's arrival in Lagos is great, but more foreign institutions may follow. Government, please don't let our public universities suffer the same fate as our refineries. Save them now. Okay. I like Nigerians, they like this comparisons and analogies. But thank you so much, Pedro A.B. Peter, for that message. Shall we return to the calls? Yes, indeed. One more call before we come to our guests to conclude your thoughts. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. Your name and location.
Morning. Calling from Obele.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, my brother, the issue where the senior mark for education they bring for Nigeria, the way we see them, we say, is there like a person, woman where the first begin, never start to crave, and husband not give and that belly again. How they go take up? Why this one never even start to crave, and that one day belly they come. The ones who will get here, we never even pay them better salary. As I talk to you now, do you know that all these big men, no one will want their children to become a lecturer because they see that peanut they give them. If I happen to have the opportunity, you see this big salary wasting them they collect as of them. Now lecturers, primary school teachers, secondary school teachers and lecturers, now they go to receive that kind of part envelope because when now them be the main people for this society with they. Now you won't bring another one come. The ones who are there, you never take care of them. If they bring another one come. Okay, the people as I say now, I pray and I know nothing will stop me as long as God is alive. My children they will school abroad because why? You go there the school, you go see they do small work there. They will recognize you. At the end of the day, they will issue you. So far you concentrate, you read, make your first class. They will give you a good job here. For Nigeria, you there like that. How many poor people they work for an oil company? How many? Not be them. Anyone they serve before you go serve in Papa don't make they go post and go there. Why would you think yourself? You see, this one they do. Nine business where you want to put here, nine was fire. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, caller. Thank you very much. All right, callers, and that's going to be the last call on the show. Thank you very much, all of you who called into the show. More calls coming in, but no time. Time is not our friend. But let me start with our man in Alu, Mr. Deinma Afiesimama. What are going to be your concluding thoughts as we leave the studio? Hello, Deinma. Hello. Okay, well, he's not there. I don't know. But, Dr. Boroh, your concluding thoughts. I haven't listened to all our guests.
Thank you very much.
To all our callers, actually.
Thank you very much. My final thought on this is, if we can build an environment for a university, we can do the same for us too. I think we should fix our universities. But the issue is, do we have the will? That's the problem. Is the will there for these people to do it? So let's fix our universities and see how Nigerians will thrive globally. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Boroh. And one more time, Mr. Afiesimama, your final thoughts as we leave.
All right, my final thoughts, like I said earlier on, we in our school system, that's the way forward. Not cutting corners and not bringing in partnerships that are controversial. We should mobilize resources. I mean, 78% is what is being spent on education against the United Nations accepted percentage of at least 15% to 20%, which is very sad for a country like Nigeria with so many bright minds. So this needs to be looked into again, and that's the way forward. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Deinma, Afiesimama, for your time. We appreciate you. Thank you, and thank you to all of you. We appreciate every one of you. Next week we'll be here again. This is the last edition for this week. Next week we'll be here again with another exciting episode of the program, Let's Talk Nigeria. One Chris just sent a message. I don't know if we have time. He said, I'm Chris from Apollo. It will not work. It is political. So will the UK let go of its source of income? Are they so benevolent to let go of what foreign students pay into the economy? Well, thank you so much. I had to quickly do that before we go. I am Moyes Stibbing. I say thank you very much. Next week Monday we'll be here again for another edition of the program. Bye for now.